Okay, Heian Godan. Okay, so first sequence of Heian Godan. 1, 2, and 3. Repeats on the other side. 3. Okay. So if the opponent is close in grappling, the opponent grabs the tails, you can also do it from the clinch, but we'll just illustrate it from the lapels. So if it's 2 hands, it's probably going to be a headbutt. If it's 1 hand, it's going to be a punch. So either way, you want to get away from those things. Okay. So first thing, as for the kata, kata turns 90 degrees, which means get to 90 degrees in relation to them. So move to the side. Yeah. And it's a bit like in sandan. We have this push down a hoshiki. Boom. So that should be enough. If I do that properly, that should be takedown in itself. But let's assume it fails. Okay, so we come down, come back up again, like sandan, strike into the neck. This time, come back and pull the elbow across. Yeah. So that being the second move in kata. Yeah. And you deliver a strike at the same time. Strike, pull the elbow, and hit into the head, into the jaw. Yeah, for the second move. Okay. And then the third move steps up here. Oh, that's a crank. Okay. So step away, hit, pull and strike. Okay. Punching hand goes on top of the head. The pulling hand goes to the jaw. Clamp them together, nice and tight, and then rotate and step to my left here, and that allows me to kind of swing around, okay, almost like a monkey wrench. You crank it around the bottom, yeah, create leverage, okay. So boom, boom, and then you crank gently, take it down, okay. So obviously, when you're doing neck cranks in training, be very careful on those. So again, step away, strike, punch across, clamp my head, and then control them all the way to the ground. So we're not trying to just rotate from here, because you can resist it fairly effectively. So I'm not using any body weight that way. So clamp and step. Much harder to resist. Okay. That means there's less effort for me. Okay. So just one last time. Let's go that side. So here, step away from the danger, strike, crank the neck, control them, and you can finish. Okay. Okay, so after that, here we step into a mortuke, which we've covered in the previous kata, which again, just to refresh, come in, just take it down this way, okay? A good solid, using 2 hands, over. Okay. After that, we have the juju, okay? And this may be, if we're close in grappling, a simple way to finish it is just to grab throwing, okay? Which we'll look at later in the kata as well. So, if I happen to use this hand to grab, he grabs with the same hand, okay? So, my left is right. So from there, we want to put in, use the jujuki position of the hands, pull them in, again just follow the kata, into the hips. Common mistake is to line the forearms up, which makes it just doesn't work. So keep your arms in an X shape, okay? Tight in, X shape. And we lift up. You can see here, he's up on his toes. Be careful with that. In reality, the kata just comes in, glass it up, to pop all the fingers. So here, what we'll do is just let that off, and then simulate its break, okay? Rotate round, and follow the kata, grab in, punch, boom. Deep punch to the head there. Okay. So, okay, we're in, right to finish, I'll lift him up, lift it off, down, and I strike through. Okay. So we're in, grappling away, striking, bang, 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 gone for the finish, grabs the wrist, lift him up. You can just slowly simulate that, and then you can tap to show you you've got it, pop it up, rotate round, by Neji Doshi, by inverted arm bars, push through. Some styles punch and then do another punch. Shotokan, for example, reaches and grabs with an open palm, or strikes with an open palm if you prefer, and then we follow through, boom, with another punch, right behind the ear. Okay. So, after that, the punch, we step around, that simulates one seiyuu nagi, or kind of a field one. Okay, so show you what I mean. We have hold, again, same hand grab, I'm grabbing this time. And what I'm going to do is step in, spiral down. Okay? So similar to what we would do in Heian stand down with the throws. Come in, head throw, and the body throw. This time we're going through, and the arm comes here. So his arm has ended up in my bent elbow, okay? So it's not quite a full seiyuu nagi yet. Okay? So we're in, step through, and as for the kata, step out with your leg, yeah? Use that force to take it over. Okay? So, again, the other side, you come through to here, yeah? So again, just to refresh, the kata, come through, and through. Through here, hips low, remember they must be lower. Step out.
Grab twist from below the same
and throw. So after that, we come through here, Mikazuki Kiri, crescent kick, and elbow. Okay. So if we're in grappling here, what I can do, what I should really do initially, is come around and take control of that arm. Okay? Because here, it's kind of 50-50. I want to come through, do a cheeky little strike, through, take control of the arm. Now I'm in a better position. Grab him or grab his clothes, and then stamp through on the knee. Okay? So that's the, in the kata, Mikazuki Kiri. In reality, you're not actually going to get your foot up there, but it's that feeling of driving through his knee and lifting him up off the ground, or at least blasting his knee back anyway. Create this action. Okay, so here, create that, and then we step in, full with an elbow. So we still have the elbow with the head, stamp the knee, elbow strike, just like the kata. Okay? So then, take control if you need to, kick your knee out, land elbow. Okay? On the other side. Here. Take control. Keep the knee. Land the elbow. So after that, we have these positions here. And you can follow up from that stamp and elbow and move into them. Or you can apply them as their own techniques in their own right. And this is where the proper seiyuu nagi comes in. Over here, coming in, and here. So, to me that shows two ways of applying it. You can apply it kind of judo style, where you grab the inside and here, and then lift up. Or you can apply it nogi style, and come through, and come right up, grab his bicep. So my shoulder is right in his armpit, and we lift up this way. Okay. I like to train the nogi version, because I may not have to jump. So from here we could be grappling in, we could have just done this technique. So wrist, come through, lift up, and take down. Wrist, through, nice quick clean spiral step in. Okay. After that, so jump, I should say. So here, we have to jump up. We land in this jujuki position. That follows on from the throw. So if you apply the throw, here, keep a hold of the hands. Hold quite tightly. Whichever knee is next to his head, drop that down behind his head. And as you do that, snake your hand over the top and down to here. Okay? Grabbing a wrist, drop it back to his elbow, and then we step across his body line straight here. Back straight and rotate. Rotate his elbow towards his head to apply a shoulder crank this way. Okay? So here,
Just about here.
Drop down here.
Is that against the joint? Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
There we go.
And
and again, the details of that might not come through in the video, but you can easily ask the seniors to show you. Okay. So after that, we come through, reach through this way, and come across with manji kamae. So here and here. Okay. And of course, we do the other side. Here. So let's say, just swap the feet over. Let's say here, just show the same type of kata. Again, the hands are up. Lots and lots of different ways that we've worked with the hands up here throughout the various kata. One last one, push across, as the one like to do Shido. Instead of hitting, I go down and reach. In reality, I would seize the groin, but for training, we'll just grab the trouser leg, or you grab the back of the knee. Okay. So from here, boom, and there's the first movement of the kata, and then there's the second. Okay. So in, boom, hold, finish. So if possible, boom, put your hand over in front of them and lift. Take that. Okay. So we've got the lower legs are coming up, and the upper body's going down. Yeah, so it's two actions.
This way. Yeah. This hand I'm going to don't go down, right. Just right so you feel like that. This hand is bash, yeah. As you step through this, you know, in between.
Okay. And finally, let's do
it's an action. It's really
the hands are up again. And loads of different ways we can start here.
Get them off balance.
Another way is to kind of going back to the start again. Idambarai, very first technique. Idambarai and strike. Okay, so quickly follow in, boom, back of the head, wrap it up, and you can see we're coming back into the manji kamae position. So there's my forearm strike, and that's the crank. Okay, so Idambarai, roll it around from here, we're cranking the arm across, his elbow across my chest, and we're applying a choke throat here. Okay. Number of ways you can apply the hand position. You can grab his gi. You can grab your gi. Or you can grab, if you've got long arms, grab your own head.
What you're really trying to do is offset the balance from this. If I put my hand there, I don't have a lot of balance, either. So
crank them up.
If you grab it, you can get your hand in there and then going down with them.
And that's Heian Godan.
I wouldn't put my hand there.